Hi, Julie Watts here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to have another look at the Sentimentally Yours Frame Maker collection of stamps, and we're going to be using the Elegant Scrolls set, and I'm also going to be using the new Rustic Verses Birthday Wish, and we're going to be teaming them up with the Layered Differently Ornate rectangles. So just 3 sets of products for this particular card, and I'm going to be making an A5 card, but we're going to do a landscape one. So let's get our bits and pieces in. So first of all, I'm using a soft pistachio card, which is a lovely soft spring green card, which you can get from Honeypot Crafts. So you should be able to get the stamps over on my website, juliawattscrafts.co.uk, and also over at honeypotcrafts.co.uk too. So, and I'm going to team it up with the Morning Mist Versafine Clair, because I don't really have a green that's going to match, and the grey does work quite nicely, and I have re-inked it since my last video, so we should be okay. So let's do our frame first. So we'll grab our stamping platform, pop our rectangle in there. So this is the largest but one of the large dies in the Elegance rectangles. Is it the Elegance or the Ornate? I've forgotten already. Yeah, Ornate rectangle. So this has got the straight edges, which is the one that's easier to work with for your frames. So let's do should we do the small one or the big one? I'm thinking about having some of these in there as well. Let's go small, I think. So there's 2 of each size of the corners. So we should be able to do the corners just in 2 passes. Just not that one. This one's quite a clean one, the other one's a bit dirtier. So let's see if we can get that pointing towards the corner there. Something on here. It feels like I have. No. It feels like it's on something. That's better. Right. Okie dokie. Let's get this stamped. Hopefully we'll be alright just stamping it the once this time, because I've re-inked it. And you will find the Versafine Clairs on both of our websites, and I have the re-inkers on mine. I don't think Phil sells re-inkers. I might be wrong. Okay, there's 2 corners. Hopefully I've got the angles the same. We'll soon find out when we go to do the straight lines. What's that dirty mark there? I think it's off my plates. Right, let's do the other 2. There we go, there's our 4 corners. Give these a bit of a clean. I'm just using Archival ink cleaner, which works very well with the Versafine Clair. And then we'll do the inner bits. So there are sizes on the stamps just as a guide, and then you can go off piste and do whatever you want to, really. Because although this is going in on an A5 card, obviously this is smaller than A5. So you've got A6, A5, 7x5, 5x5, 6x6, 7x7 and 8x8, and there's even little stamps, which is so cute. And you've got the handcrafted just for you by, so you can fill that in. So I think it's going to be a bit too much if we have that there. So I think we'll have, which one's going to fit? That one fits. That one's a bit big. That one fits. You'll find some of the sizes are the same because Phil's kind of given you stamps for all of your borders. I think those are all the same. That might just join actually. Should we try that one? Let's try that one. This is a dodgy thing, it sticks to your fingers as you're moving it. I think that's where we're going with that one. I think it's straight-ish. The scrolls are a little bit more forgiving than the straight edges because, you know, straight is straight, isn't it? Whereas this has got the scroll to it, so it's a little bit more forgiving. So let's have one of these along the side, as we can. Which way do we want to have it, though? That's the question. Can have it that way, maybe. So we're going to, let's have a look, see if we can get a middle-ish. So we've got 19.3 just under. So we need to have this at 9.5, 19 points, 10 points, at 9.6 maybe. Which I can see better over there, so I'm going to do it over there first. So about that's going to be the middle. So I take the middle of the stamp, get it halfway. Do I want it that way? I want it that way, don't I? Because the scrolls are pointing out. Yeah. Faff, 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 faff. Obviously, if you want to, you can just have these straight edges going down there. But I thought we'd do it this way because I haven't done this before. So we pick that up. We're not here. We're going to be there, aren't we? Right. Okay, and we're going to just swivel it around and do the other side and the top. There are a lot of different combinations that you can use for these. Looks like I didn't quite get it even though. It's close. It's close enough. Right, just clean that off and then we'll We need to do either side of these. To make the frame complete. Back, and then we'll figure out what scroll we need for either side of these. Obviously stamping platforms are invaluable really for this. That's going to be too big, that's a little bit too small, that looks the right size. Get off my fingers. Get off my fingers. I think that's straight. Pick that one up so it's not going anywhere. And we need to find the same size. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4 peaks in the middle. Hopefully we've got another one. Oh, but we haven't. 3, 1, 2, 3. There's lots of 3s, but there's not many 4s, so we're going to have to do them one at a time. Right, never mind. Never mind. I wonder if that's going to be in the same position for this one. Let's see if we can leave it in the same position for 2 of the sides. Is that going to fit? Yes. No reason why it shouldn't. And then we need to just move it to the other side. It's a bigger gap this side. And it's further up. I think we're just going to do it like that. Normally I'd put a bit of acetate down, but I think I got away with it. Don't think this ink's fine there. And we just swivel it around, and then our frame is complete. There's a complete frame. Cool. Obviously we're going to use it this way around. It's fab, isn't it? Really, really cool idea that our Phil's had for these stamps. Let's clean that up, and then we'll do our verse that we're going to use. They are very, very simple cards to do. You could even kind of have a bit of a back one going. If you know you want everything in the same place for all of them, just, you know, keep on putting different pieces of card in, and you'll have a whole load of frames done for you. Right, let's put that to one side for a minute. And then what I've got is I've got I've got the laid differently, and I've taken, as I said, on the Ornate rectangles, this is the largest rectangle, this one, and then I've done a frame, and this is with number 4 and number 2, and then I've cut number 1, which is the smallest one, out, and that's going to sit in the middle there like that. Obviously you could do either way round. I did consider putting these 2 dies in the centre, but I've got a plan for my verse. But what I think I'll do first of all is do some sticking, and then that can go underneath my mat. So I think, because this is very narrow, I think what we're going to do is just glue this in place. So we don't need any depth on it. Just using Sentimentally Yours PVA as always. This will be my last video with these stamps for now, but they may well appear with something else very soon. Or they may not. You'll have to wait and see. Right, so that's that there, and then we'll pop our frame that we've done on our piece of soft pistachio that's been cut with the largest die in the Ornate rectangles. Don't put loads of glue, just kind of draw with the glue, and then you get less. Less is better actually, because it sticks quicker. So let's just pop that hopefully straight on there. And that's good. And that's going to go under my mat as well. Just a piece of MDF underneath my mat. Right, so our verse is going to go in here. Stamping platform again. Now you may be thinking, how on earth is she going to get a verse on there? Well, yeah, that's what I thought as well, especially when I turned it around and I thought, oh, maybe I'll stick something in the middle and I'll just have a sentiment, but no, that's not going to happen. We're going to put part of the verse in here. So we're using the birthday wish, and you can see from the acetate that that is not going to fit. So, as I said, we've got a plan. I've got a plan for it. I'm not going to use all of it. It still makes sense if you don't, if you can stop at the very best. So you're going to have this in the middle. That's straight. Looks straight. This is where we're going to put it. And we can put one up there. We can't put one down below though, because the stamp comes down below. So what we're going to do is we're going to stick some low tack tape over that bit there. So we can't ink that up. What you do need to remember is to remove that low tack tape before you stamp. Otherwise, you'll make a big mess. So now we can just stamp in here. Obviously make sure that, you know, you've not got wet ink on that anyway, that extra bit. Come on up, 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 up. There we go. Works, doesn't it? And because we've got lots of space on here, I think we're going to use some of the icons, some of the flourishes that are in the stamp set, just to add a little bit of detail on that side. We could add flowers. This is a great spot for you to add your flowers, but I'm going to use the stamps because we've got the stamps. Well, why not use them? So now we're going to pop that there and that there. We're going to make sure we can get to that bit. So this is the Birthday Wish Rustic Verse, one of 4 new verses, and that's an A6 stamp set. So we're going to go back to the A5 stamp set here, and that is going to fit perfectly. So this is the flourish that we used at the side of our frame, and we can pop, I want to look at it on this side, we can pop it just there, I think. Like so. Okay, and then we're going to move it to the other side. So I will use the acetate this time. Pick that up. And so the acetate will mean that I'm not putting ink on my piece. So we can move it around as well until we're happy with where it goes. I think about there. Am I going in the right direction? No, I want to go that way. I want to be opposite. That would have been a bit annoying if I'd have done the wrong way. Am I right? Yes. I'll pick that up. And then let's remove the acetate. There we got our little icons either side. Okay, put that away in a bit, tidy that up in a bit, and we'll construct our card. Very simple, super simple. Okay. So we'll have foam tape on the back of this, 2mm. If you're not already a member of the Crafting with Phil Martin and Sentimentally Yours Facebook group, do join it. There's lots of inspiration by the members in there and the design team, of course. You do need to answer the question though when you're prompted, just to prove that you're a real crafter. Why would you be watching this if you weren't a real crafter? That's the thing. But yeah, there is lots and lots of inspiration on there. And every Thursday night, Phil does a live exclusively in the group. Right, let's see if I can get this on straight. Remember, this is an A5 card it's going on to, and you can stamp that handmade by on the back before you start constructing. Or of course you could stamp it onto a little die cut label and then pop that on the back. Then we're going to pop this on with tape as well. It all comes together, doesn't it? The grey, the morning mist, is very good with the soft pistachio. I know it's not the most exciting thing in the world, is it, to do watching foam tape come off, but it does show you how quickly you can actually make these cards. Obviously I've just cut everything out beforehand, but besides that, it is very quick. And once you've got a layout, you can just repeat that. It's the thinking that takes time. See if we can put that in. It's not quite, I say it's not quite lined up properly, but we just have to live with that. Just have to live with it. And then we can either just glue that in, but I think we'll raise this up as well. Why not? Why not, indeed, while we're at it. You could, of course, just glue everything down and then it would be a just a large letter, wouldn't it? So I don't know. Maybe A5 is a letter. I don't know. I can't remember. If you've got no layers on it or no foam tape on it, not sure. The post office will tell you. I rarely send letters out, they're always large letters, so I'm afraid I don't know. But anyway, let's pop this on. I haven't even popped any pearls on these either. Okay, in the middle. So you just make sure your points are pointing to each other. And there you have it. A landscape A5 card. Easy peasy. Just a little bit of depth, not a lot, not a full depth, but yeah. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it useful. I hope you really enjoy your frame maker stamps when you get them. You'll find them if I've got any stock left over on my website juliawattscrafts.co.uk, and also over at honeypotcrafts.co.uk too. Do like and subscribe on my YouTube channel if you're not already. Lots and lots of videos on there and lots more to come. And thank you for watching.